Single, ladies. Thank you, Eric. You can talk to me after. And it's my great honour that I've been asked to be the Master of Ceremonies tonight. Before we get started, let me just go through a bit of housekeeping. As most of you know, one of tonight's themes was colour. So firstly, looking around the room, I would like to thank those of you that have read the invitation that Eric sent out, made the effort and dressed appropriately. That also goes partly to explain this green jacket that looked really good on a Dolce & Gabbana model, but not so much on me. I feel a bit like a sort of a leprechaun or something, to be sure. Anyway, also, on the invitation, it mentions that Cindy in lieu of gifts is supporting the Pacific Links Foundation. For those of you that have gifts, there's a table by the entrance, and also located there is a drop box for those that want to give donations. For those of you that don't know the Pacific Links Foundation, a lot of you might know Mimi Vu. He's done a lot of work with that. But basically, it's to counter human trafficking and the efforts at the frontiers of Vietnam by increasing access to education, providing shelter and reintegration services and enabling economic opportunities. They do great work in following the at-risk population and spreading human trafficking, halting that spread. So a round of applause for them. But there's a thank you. Okay, so in terms of this evening, the agenda will be that there'll be a few speeches ahead, so please take advantage of the canapes and the free-flow drinks provided by Eric and Cindy in order to get the party started, and also to cut the best shapes on the dance floor. The free-flow drinks will be around till 10 o'clock, and then after that there's paid-for bars in both of the corners there, which I'm sure you'll take advantage of, because I know a lot of you. So without further ado, let's get the festivities started. And please put your hands together. I'd like to invite the Lady of Honour. The birthday girl herself, and one of my favourite human beings on the planet, Miss Cindy Enriquez. Please welcome to the stage. I think you'll all agree that Miss Cindy Enriquez looks wonderful tonight. Are you going to take a seat? Are you going to stand? Okay. Right. Now, Cindy, on this milestone that you've achieved, it is an honour to be sharing this celebration with you. But interestingly, you're not the only one that is celebrating 60 years this year. Well, as some of you might have seen on the way in there, Barbie is also celebrating 60 years. In addition to that,
Barbie doll.
Barbie the toy. Not Barbie, no, Barbie the toy. In addition to this, also, this hotel, the Caravel, is 60 years this year. So, but unlike the Caravel that's gone through renovations, you get better as the years go on. I hope you can give me some latitude here, and I do not mind, with all this talk of age, I thought it might be appropriate to go through some of the key points of your life. Is that okay? Cindy was born on a Thursday, the 1st of October, 1959 in La Jolla, California, to a proud Charles and Mamie Sullivan, meaning that Cindy's star sign is a Libra. Libras in the house. So, in preparing for this speech, I looked at what characteristics a Libra has, and it mentions that they are romantic, they're peacefully easygoing, they're optimistic, and it mentions that Libras thrive in a group setting and go to great lengths to ensure harmony amongst the group.
Yeah.
All stuff that I think you'll agree Cindy has. However, while Cindy was born in 1959, the top grossing film that year was Ben-Hur. But all was not good on the 1st of October, 1959. The Twilight Zone debuted on TV. The black and white horror movie, The Mummy, was in cinemas. And the song at the time was by the teen heartthrob Bobby Darin, known for Splish Splash and Dream Lover, but the song he had was Mac the Knife. Those people that know that, it's been described as some as the most upbeat song about a serial killer ever made. Also, it was the 10th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. I wasn't sure on that one, but we're in Vietnam. Right? So Cindy grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina, and to my surprise, I found out in terms of schooling, Cindy actually did 1 year at college studying police science.
It's true.
She wanted to become a probation officer and deal with criminals. Probably, little did she know that this was good training in order to deal with Eric later. However, a life of enforcing crime was not meant to be, and Cindy moved into the more suitable course and later career path of fashion, merchandising and marketing. After college in 1981, she moved to Lake Tahoe and was there for 12 years. And for those that have seen Cindy in the gym, it will come to no surprise that during this time she became an avid downhill and cross-country skier, rollerblader and runner. In fact, if you've seen her straddling the running machine in the mountain, you'll know what I'm talking about. So during her time in Lake Tahoe, she met Eric. Not, however, as he would make me believe. They did not meet in Hooters. She was not the manageress of Hooters. But they met through a mutual friend in San Francisco. Both of them have confessed to me that they both thought each other was a jerk when they met. In fact, Cindy's changed her tone over the time, because when we first met she said, "Oh God, Eric was such a jerk." But now, using her own words, she goes, "He was a bit of a ding-a-ling." Dating started off on a rocky path. There was a lot of travelling. Cindy lived in Lake Tahoe, Eric lived in San Francisco. And there was a time that Eric, for their first Christmas, gave her a clock and a frying pan as a gift.
And she was always late, and she didn't like to cook.
I threw it away. I was so mad.
However, love did prevail. And in 1992 they got married and moved almost straight away to Jakarta in Indonesia to start life in the Far East. Continuing her passion for sports and activities, Cindy worked for 7 years in a fitness centre. And it was during this time she took up the hobbies of tennis, golf and scuba diving, all of which she still does and loves to this day. Also, at this time, she started her own side business that some of you might know about. She set up an entertainment company performing under the pseudonym Cindy the Clown, and also became a singing telegram. So maybe we can sing later? Indeed. I am sure that we'll be singing Happy Birthday later, so you can join in. It is with this in mind, and I thought I'd better mention that it's worth pointing out that Cindy loves a good party, and is often the life and soul of the party. I'm sure you'll all agree. In 2001, Eric and Cindy later moved to Korea, where she taught English, and later they both moved, thankfully, to Vietnam in 2008. But it's all right. It's only 5 more pages. For the last 9.5 years, I'm joking. It's not. It'll be done in a minute. For the last 9.5 years, Cindy has been working with Asian tigers, and it surprises me when I meet someone new to Vietnam that has not been hit up by one of Cindy's goodie bags on the way in, or been given home decorating advice or direction on what they should do when they arrive. As you can see from the pictures behind me, Cindy has led a fun-filled life today with many adventures. She loves sports, dancing, music, dinner parties, hassling Mr. Wee, the driver, and especially happy hours. She did say that if I do mention happy hours, don't mention any bars, because she doesn't want to leave anyone out in case they Cindy? As you can see from all of the friends and the family in this room today, and also those I know that wish could be here, that you are really dearly loved. For myself, I could not want a better friend, and I'm extremely honoured to know you. You've always been there for me, you've offered me good guidance, you're a fantastic person, and you make really good salad for those that have tried it. And popcorn, yeah, late night popcorn. It gives me, and I'm sure everyone in this room, immense pleasure to be here tonight and celebrate you on your 60th birthday. Happy 60th birthday, Cindy. Wishing you all the best. Remember, age is strictly a case of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Classic. Now, let's all raise our glasses to the kindest, most generous and beautiful 60-year-old we know. Cindy, may you celebrate many more birthdays in great health and even greater spirits. Love you. Cheers, Cindy Enriquez, happy 60th. With a glass in hand, I would like to take this time to invite Cindy's life partner, the shoe dog, Mr. Boom, and otherwise known as Mrs. Cindy Enriquez, up to the stage.
Thank you, David. I'll keep this short and sweet. Mine's a little less than 25 pages that David had. Thank you, David. That was great. Yeah. Thank you. Probably a family member. How awesome does my wife look for her age, right? You know, when Cindy has her birthday, I always ask her, hey, what do you want for your birthday? She always says, I just want a big party with all my friends there, okay?
You delivered,
so
Eric.
all of you guys being here are part of my present to her. Yeah, exactly. She guys and a couple items from Tiffany's always help. But seriously, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here tonight to celebrate this milestone birthday for my wife. Cindy, I feel so fortunate to be part of this special community in Saigon, where we feel the fabric of this group is more tightly woven than any other place we've ever lived. Okay? And we feel that it is because of our relationship with every single person in this room. Thank you guys for coming. Special thanks for my family coming all the way from California. My father, Nick, his wife, Eden, my sister, Pam, and my brother, David, over here. Yeah, he's single too, by the way. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, so if you want to know what I'm going to look like when I'm 87, drop by that table and see my dad. Hopefully it's not next year. We'd also like to thank our DJ, Peanut, Vincent. Peanut. Boom. It's been great. He's here for the 25th. He's here again for an encore performance. And finally, we'd like to thank Caravel. They've done a great job. For those of you who are here at our 25th anniversary, you know that they do this fantastic job. So, thank you, Caravel. Okay. So, in case you guys were wondering when her birthday actually is, it's on October 1st, okay, which is Tuesday, okay? It's not today. We could have had it on Tuesday, but probably wouldn't have the same impact as tonight. And we're thinking about Saturday, okay, tomorrow night, but if we did that, I think it'd be like World War Z with all the zombies of the Aussie men drinking since 10 o'clock with the AFL. Now, I'm not going to mention any names, Rodney Stone, Jack David, Ashley Nichols. I'm just joking. I've seen you guys, Mark Seymour, you guys like 9 o'clock after AFL. Not a pretty sight. Now, when people meet Cindy, I always think that she's younger than she really is. I think not only because she works out literally every day, okay, but I think it's because her superpowers that she has. Okay? Yes. Everyone's got superpowers, right? But some people have to dig deep for them. Some people that she kind of oozing out, like Cindy's. And I think it's her ability to connect with people and bring energy to any group that she joins. And I think looking around this room with all the people here, that's a testimony to those superpowers.
I love you, Cindy. You're my role model.
Boom. So people ask me, Eric, yeah, well, that's great. What is your superpower? I say, well, I'm Mr. Cindy. I'm married to Cindy. That's my superpower. So, fortunately or unfortunately, when you become friends with this beautiful woman, you have to become friends with me. Sort of a package deal, sort of a default, you know. So, and if I weren't married to Cindy, probably my only friends would be my bartender, my driver, and my barber. I'd be sitting here by myself. So, thank you, Cindy. Anyway, Cindy, thank you so much for giving me unlimited joy in my life and being there all the time, thick and thin, and never walking too far behind me, too far in front of me, but right by my side through life, through rain, sunshine, fire. It's awesome to have someone just like you. It gives me great comfort to know that I'm going to be growing older with this beautiful woman by my side, feeling younger than I am because she always brings the energy to that relationship.
Yes.
Okay, so, you know, Cindy, it's a great evening. Enjoy it because you deserve it. Cindy, thank you. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so just a quick one, if it's okay, if they're ready to go. I believe we've got a couple of a presentation on either side of here, just a few moments of Cindy's life. So if I can direct you to some of this, please. Let's have a look. Some of the moments of Cindy's life. Yeah, great, good video. Right, okay, if I could just have your attention for 5 minutes more, and then you can go and start drinking in the bar. 4 minutes, right? Okay, fine. Okay, so just before we kind of wrap up, I know. So just that we've met on a few occasions, and this is Pam Loomis, Eric's sister and lifelong friend of Sydney.
Hi, everyone. So, I have, when Eric said that he was marrying someone, I didn't get to meet her, and I said, who the hell would marry my brother? You know how wild he is and crazy and fun. He was born that way. He was born that way. And that, if you want to know more, come see me later. But I said, who the heck picked this guy? It doesn't matter whether she sees everybody in their hearts. And she is that kind of person. And she would do anything for anybody. And I know when my mother died, it was very hard. I had to pack her things, I had to organize things, and guess what? Cindy was there. And she helped me all the way. And it was a very difficult and sentimental thing. And to have her there, was really special for both my dad and I, So she's just that kind of person, and I just love her to death. And I know that seeing all of you and how you talk about her and all the things that I see on Facebook or whatever, and what she means to my brother, which means the world to me, I can't say thank you enough, Cindy. And I have to say one story, because Eric is, he thinks he's Mr. Hot Shit. Hot shit, okay? He doesn't need anybody. He can do everything, Well, when they were living in Portland, he would visit me, and he would say, "Hey Pam, where are you going?" Because I do trade shows for a living. So I said, "Well, I'm going to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho." He goes, "Okay, I'm going to go with you." I said, "Sure," because they've been with me on different places if they haven't been. So he comes and we stay in the same room. He comes to these events. And that night, the first night, he looked at me and goes, "I'm bringing Cindy out." Because Cindy was left. He goes, "Oh, Cindy she's busy. She needs to do something." Well, he looked at me and said, "I'm flying Cindy out. I can't be without her." So Mr. Hot Shit isn't so hot without Cindy. So anyway, please raise a glass and say again. Thank you for being her friend. Thank you.
Okay, so we just got one more person that would like to say a few words. Hey, here he is, late entry. Yeah. Anyway, you prepare yourself. Okay. 1 second. Before we go to Christian, who you will know and love, we're just going to try Miss Fiona Terry. Can I invite you to the stage, please?
Hello everyone. So, for anyone who knows me, shut the fuck up and listen. Okay. I feel very, very honoured, somewhat overwhelmed. Thank you for such a privilege of being able to speak on behalf of the Saigonites here, other than David and his beautiful MC and prelude. I'd like to speak to Cindy on behalf of us who have known her and Eric since they joined us. I wrote a song, but it was to an Australian song, so I was told don't do that because she's an American. But it did go a bit like, give me a home at the manor with lots of bars around, a South Block or two or an opening or two. Anyway, but that didn't quite work, so... And I'm not quite Star Spangled Banner, so just know that I tried. But it didn't quite work.
It's fine.
And then I thought, do a PowerPoint, and that got stuffed up. So, I'm going to tell you what I've got. I made a storybook, but an acrostic poem. And I'm going to leave it for everyone. I'm not going to go through the whole lot, because it'll take too long. But, Cindy Enriquez is 60. I'll manage. I've done this before. I used to be a teacher. So I did an acrostic for every letter of Cindy's name. Cindy is, and I'm only going to read one, and then I'll maybe two. But Cindy, you are clever. You're cute. You're charming, curious, competent, caring. You're cultured, you're considerate, you're courageous, you're cheerful, you're cool, and you're compassionate. I will read the E. So just think there's a whole lot, and I will leave it up on the table. And I've even brought colourful pens so you can write. There are so many wonderful things that have been said about you, and I could talk ad infinitum, which I'm known to do. But Cindy, you are extraordinary. You are, let me just change the E. So I won't read them all, but you'll find some of it. She's an experienced expat, big time. But you are ever ready. You're like an ever ready battery. You are just on all the time. Your energy is encapsulating, and it energizes everyone around you. You are at every envelope opening, bar, party, ever. There are times I have FOMO over watching your Facebook. Because you are so loved, and you're there. You know, you are engaging, your energy is inspirational. I said at Spancham the other night, you know, Cindy through Asian Tigers has supported Loreto and other organisations. Your commitment to the community in which we live here in Vietnam is exemplary. You are the face of Asian Tigers. Lucky you, Matt King. Give her a raise. And another contract. But the thing is, you create a presence for the company, but it's your brand of being committed. I look around and I've been talking to people, Vietnamese, American, Australian, French, every nationality I can think of that's here. You touch the lives of us here in Saigon through your energy, your commitment, your compassion, and most importantly, your friendship. And so there are so many adjectives that fill a book, and every letter from A to Z. I did put Z in.
Oh, Z, that's an interesting one. That's a good one.
Hang on a
Z,
sec.
good one. What have you got for Z? She's got a Z. No, she's very Z.
Z. She's super, she's zadie, she's zippy, she's a real zeal. Someone said, but real zeal is not a word. And I go, yeah, but I made it up because, Cindy, you are all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, I reiterate everything that David, Eric, Pam, others have said. You are extraordinary, Cindy. You are such a bright spark Southern belle in Saigon. I've known you for 10 years. We met at Fatty's because you're there with the 5-star and you're there with the no star on the streets. You are a friend. You are a compassionate, committed, vital woman who enamours everything that we live together to do. You support organisations. You are just the real deal. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to raise your glasses to the real deal, to the ever ready, every envelope opening Cindy Enriquez. Mark, hi, ba, yo! Chúc mừng sinh nhật, chị ơi. And yet by coming right on this floor, it's here, have a look, fill in some more adjectives.
Okay. All right, we're almost finished. Hello, Fiona. First of all, I can't believe you continued with that speech with the Cindy's coming in close. A guy that.
All right, enough of that. I'm coming hot off a flight. I drank half a bottle of Jack Daniels to get here, and I just turned up to see this foxy mama. Cindy, happy birthday, baby. Come here. I'm just going to kind of molest this picture of you. It's Eric. Oops. Sorry, mate. I know this is one of your favourite positions. That's right. I didn't even shoot that, but I'll do it. Let's do it. Woo. Baby, take off the nose. Real slow. Alright, that's enough, that's enough. A little bit more of that later. I just saw this sexy chick up here. Where the fuck was I 20 years ago? Look at that mama, Eric, you're a lucky boy. Very quickly, it's great to be here. Darling, happy birthday. I'm sorry I'm late, but I'm late, but I made it. And I look forward to my call in the morning, you know, the one you give me. But has anyone got a voice message here in the morning from Cindy with a hangover? Where she's panting? And you're kind of wondering if Eric's got anything to do with that, or she's on the running machine? I look forward to that tomorrow, darling. Let's have a great night. Let's fucking rock it! Yeah!
Last but not least, I feel like the party pooper coming up here, honestly. Right, so... Oh, you pervert. Right, So, can I get your final attention, please, for the most important speech of the evening? Please, she only needs 1 minute, but please put your hands together for the birthday girl, the wonderful, amazing Miss Cindy Enriquez.
Oh my God! Can you believe it? I can't either. I just want to say, I really, thank you so much to David, Eric, Pam, Fiona, and Christian for flying in from Singapore to give the great speech and dance with Marilyn Monroe. Thank you also to our friends that flew in. Hugo, thank you. Means so much. Max, Sarah, Jeff and Fiona, Mr. Enriquez, Eden, Pam, David. I really, really cannot thank all you people for being here enough tonight. As I look around this room and I see all your faces, and you're in this room tonight partying with us, it really means that you, each and every one of you, have touched my heart in a special way somehow over all these years. And we wanted you to be a part of my special day, my one and only 60th. I also want to, really also once again thank the Enriquez family for being here and for Leanne flying in as well. It was just so sweet of everybody to come tonight, and we really appreciate it. As we all know, there's so many events on social media to choose from. And we all have fear of, we all have FOMO, especially me. It's like, oh my God, there's 10 events. How am I going to get to all of them in one night? This is not fair. So, we appreciate and thank you so much for choosing this event tonight and being with us. It means a lot to all of us. Thank you. Thank you.